Today we leave Antigua heading to Barbuda, but first we have to negotiate our way around all these coral heads and shallow areas. Here is Chip sorting out our rod after losing yet another lure to a fish that was too big. The reel was stiff through lack of use. Not to be deterred, we had yet another go. We were blasting along. Chip's perseverance paid off, but this fish was a barracuda, who was promptly returned to the ocean. Barbuda is as flat as a pancake. We were almost there before we saw it. We headed for an anchorage on Princess Diana Beach, which looks stunning as we approach it. We negotiated the many reefs and coral heads and found a nice sandy anchorage towards the southern tip of the island. After a snorkel, we went ashore to a recommended bar called Enoch's, who specialises in lobster. Unfortunately, Enoch told us you have to book the day before, so after a quick drink we headed north further down the beach to a restaurant called Nobu. We didn't realise that this was a high-class restaurant with prices to match. What a stunning location though. Which was delicious, but the price was exorbitant. Two Americans adjacent to us had very impressive meals. We found a lovely spot at the end of Princess Diana Beach and the tip of the island to enjoy the sunset and have our sundowners.
While we were sitting there, the kiteboarders put on quite a show for us. Really a nice element to the sunset.
following day, we headed to shore to explore this amazing island. We had booked a taxi tour with a guy called Danny for a quite reasonable $130 for us both. Danny took us first to the northeast of Barbuda, where there was a stunning iron shore coast with spectacular views and with lots of caves to explore. Iron Shore is a jagged, blackened limestone coastline found in the Caribbean. It's formed from ancient fossilised coral reefs. It was quite a climb to get into these caves in places. Danny showed us where some of the ancient Arawak people lived and the petroglyphs they had left behind. It was all quite fascinating. Walking along the shoreline, we saw this little hermit crab, some pelicans, and a gorgeous white-tailed tropic bird. Tropic birds have distinctive long tails. They are expert flyers and forage in the open ocean, plunging into the water for fish and squid. This very old building was used in the 18th century to entice vessels to the dangerous shoreline and its outlying reefs. They would set a fire to attract ships and then salvage what they could from the ensuing wreck. This profiteering and often illicit practice was called the right to wreck. We next headed to a harbour situated on the northwest of the island, along one of Barbuda's main roads. The roads are nearly all made of sand here. Next stop was the harbour, where we got on a very speedy little boat. We motored across an extremely shallow bay to the northwest point, where there is an island set in acres of mangroves called Frigate Island. It lived up to its name. Thousands of nesting frigate birds were there. It was amazing. Then we were taken to Pink Beach. All beaches here have a slight pink tinge to them, but this one had lots of little pink shells along the shoreline. It was breathtaking, and we were the only ones there too. Not a soul in sight. The customs office.
Charge for them. Eh? How much they charge for them? I have no idea. Maybe have. You want to ask them? You want to ask them? Good.